set up. Let's set up for this Saturday lunchtime. So, championship kickoff. Get everything nice and ready. We got Leicester City versus West Bromwich Albion. An interesting one. Yeah. I think I said a goal. I think I said it was going to be a draw in my prediction video. Just got a feeling that that Leicester City are going to continue this little bit of a rocky end to the season. Not too keen being. I'm a Rotherham fan based near Portsmouth, so I'm not too keen on Southampton doing well. But at the minute, it does look like they are in danger of being in the top two in the next week. Certainly, if Leicester City lose this one, it will be very, very interesting. Let's see what we have for the teams, shall we? 6 minutes left. Nice time to go through the teams. And excuse the coffee. I'll try and get rid of that. FA Cup Championship. Here we go. Leicester City, West Brom lined up. So we have in Leicester, in the goal, we have Hermansen. We have a back three of Faye, Cody, and Vestergaard. Okay, Connor Cody in the middle there. We have Chowdhury, Dewsbury Hall, Winks, and Ndidi across the middle. Dewsbury Hall, hot and cold. Winks, hot and cold. Ndidi, sometimes absolutely brilliant, and sometimes kept off the ball by the opposition. And up front, we have Fatawu, Vardy, and Mavadidi. And as we know, Vardy has been, I think, missing in action on quite a lot of the games so far towards the end of the season. So what are West Brom doing to try and... interesting. West Brom. 3-4-3. West Brom are trying to attack it with a sort of 4-2-3-1. Right, so what we have Palmer in goal, we have Furlong, Kipre, Bartley, and Townsend. Okay, I quite like that. And then we've got along midfield, we've got staggered Wallace, Villa, Mowat, Yokuslu, and Johnston. There's a couple of holes in there, I think. And up front, we have Grady Diangana. Yes. Looking at that, can I change it to a Leicester win? I'm going to stick with my draw, but could be a little bit... that could be a little bit on the hopeful side, I think. Can't say it's going to be. Can't say with as much determination or confidence that it's going to be a draw, but we're going to see, and we're going to see whether we can get. What would we get from that? West Brom in fifth position on 72 points, puts them 10 points ahead of the next side, so they'd be right in the centre of that playoff zone, and really looking towards. Yeah, let's have a look. Are they clear at the minute? There, 7 points ahead of Hull City, and Hull City have 9 points to play for. So A win would certainly mean that they are now in the playoffs, full stop, for West Brom. A defeat, well, if Hull City win their game, then that could be quite dangerous, because I can see Norwich City possibly winning, which would mean that West Brom will be in 6th, and you could theoretically see Hull City on 68 and West Brom on 72. That's 5 points difference with, Hull City will be on 43 with 9 points left to play for. Yeah. If they win their game in hand, which I think is in midweek, that would put them on Hull on 68. Win today, 71. So they'd be on 71 by next week. And so going into the game, they'll be 71 and West Brom will be 72. So you can see how dangerous it is for West Brom to be losing this one as the teams come out. So we'll just turn the picture around so that I can see Ndidi there just walking onto the pitch. So we have, what about Leicester City? Well, Leicester City have a game in hand on Leeds and a game in hand on Ipswich, but they're on the same games as Southampton. Now, Southampton are quite likely to win today. Well, they're going to win this weekend anyway. I'm pretty sure they are. I just think that Leicester City, if they were to lose this, we could be seeing Leeds are playing later on. So the problem is we don't have Ipswich or Leeds playing at 3 o'clock or now. So by the end of this particular game, you'd see very little movement. If they won, they'd go to the top. But if they lost, they'd lose that game in hand. But that's actually quite critical, because then Southampton play their game in hand, and that will put them up to 87, equal with third place Leeds, and on the same games played. So you'd have Leeds and Southampton on 43 and 87 points. And you'd have Leicester on 43 and 88 points. Now, that's 3 teams within 1 point of each other, all vying for that second place. Ipswich aren't been doing that well either. So you'd have two teams on 87, one team on 88, and one team on 89. So within 2 points, you've got 4 teams vying for 2 places. The automatic slots are becoming very, very tight. And all of a sudden, you can see how it's going to be who finishes the best. At the minute, Southampton are finishing really, really strongly. Leicester seem to be just pulling away from the rest, and then they've sank back and they've stopped playing as well. Ipswich are there again. They're the same sort of style, as in they don't like being high pressed, so they've started finding it tough. And for some strange reason, Leeds have been playing really well. I've really been impressed by the standard and technicality of their play, as it's now going to kick off on the video. Leeds are about to kick off. Leeds. It's West Brom's going to kick off. It's okay. They're in all white, so that just put me off there. The fact that they're in all white, they look like the lily whites. So let's just turn that up a little bit.
Just about have their destiny in their own hands.
And
but you can feel the
Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting game. Leicester have now, on the league table, have now gone top because obviously they've got plus 41 goal difference against Ipswich's plus 32. 1 point from the game because they're drawing at the minute, so it's 89 points. We're now going to quickly, he says, go to a more direct Bet365. Because what I tend to do, like it or not, is I will be looking at the game live on Bet365 because that gives me a more up-to-date scoreline as Mardidi attacks down the Leicester left. It's now 3 minutes on there. It's 1 minute and 12 on here. So we're a good 2 3/4, 2 minutes 45 seconds, 2 minutes 45, 1 minute 45 seconds behind on the video, but we can see. Leicester City are attacking through Connor Cody. Fed it down the left. They've now tried pushing it down the right. It looked all white. They have actually got their black striped shirts. It's black striped on the front, and I think that's what's done with us. From this angle, you can't quite see. Yeah, close up, you can see the stripes, but you can't see it from far away. That was actually a close call for Leicester. They going back a minute. It's actually the first shot of the game, and it comes from West Brom now. As Leicester go through, and it's cut out at the last minute. Darnell Furlong with the ball. Yeah, it was scrambled away in the box basically by West Brom, and then push it down there, down the wing. Into middle, but Leicester grabbed the ball. Leicester ball pushed down the middle, down the left-hand side. Now Leicester pushing it down. 1 minute away on there, 2 minutes 43. We're almost 2 minutes ahead. We've got West Brom now down the middle. West Brom down the middle. Diane Garner, what can you do? Always Mavadidi's taking it off him. Mavadidi now in the middle of the park. As on one side we've got Leicester City still doing their attack, about to lose it somehow. Leicester City got a free kick at that point, so we must lose it because it went straight up the other end for a West Brom chance on goal, and it's now throw-in to Leicester City in the West Brom half. Probably just about reached the goal from there. So we're on 5 minutes 26 on the Bet365 app.
The referee today is Harry Wink stands over this for Leicester City. Balfour's the target. He gets his head to it.
Back to Connor Cody, taking it very, very slow, and that throw-in was very, very slow. Cody to Chowdhury down the middle. And he loses it when he tries passing it to the left and try going down there to Diane Garner. Looks like West Brom are keen to stop those incursions down the left-hand side that Leicester City have so frequently tried to exploit. And it's now back with West Brom in their own half. Diane Garner.
Jed Wallace.
Diane Garner.
Teams are going for this from the off. Both have gone looking for each other.
What happens there because it's stopped. It was actually an offside. So Diane Garner's supposed to be taking an offside kick. Yeah. So but nothing's happening. And they just. Oh, it's finally passed it to Furlong. They're taking the time. Both sides are taking the time. It's really annoying, this. Moa and Villa. Villa at the back for West Brom. passing it around. 1-2 around the sort of just behind the centre circle, just in front of the goal area. There's a few hard tackles coming in from Leicester. You can see a few West Brom bodies just flying to the floor occasionally here, as Chowdhury blocks it out in the Leicester half. Chowdhury now doing exactly the same in the Leicester half. They're doing 1-2. They seem to be wanting to keep the ball here. They do seem to be trying to keep hold of the ball. 1-2 it in their own area, trying to keep it around that midfield area. Pushing it slightly forward, which is what they did last week. Connor Cody, Winks, Faye, just trying to pass it just behind the Vestergaard, Hermansen. Oh, and he pushes it for nearly. Leicester nearly got a through ball there that was almost latched onto, but it's a West Brom goal kick. It'll be interesting to see that on here. Probably take another 2 minutes before we can see that on the video. As we wait for West Brom's goal kick, we'll just go back a minute and 3/4, and we'll have a look at the video. West Brom just taking, Furlong loses it on the halfway line to Dewsbury Hall, gives it to James Vardy. James Vardy now when he loses it to Villa. You see, he's one of the first touches, and he's lost it immediately. Pushes it forward, but Fatau cuts that one out. I'm sure we should be seeing that West Brom. No. Vestergaard in the Leicester defence. Pushes it forward, but Leicester have caught offside in the West Brom halfway through.
Make sure they are focused on what needs to be done now. No more slips, no giving others a chance.
So where's this ball go? Go on, let's see. He puts it out to the side. Back to the goal. There you go. He kicks it. Here we go. It goes up. Gets straight to the goal. It goes. It drops, and neat pass through. It's just not. He wasn't able to just connect to it, so it went straight to the goalkeeper. I see. It's been a little bit end-to-end, more end-to-end. Yeah, it's quite end-to-end this at the minute, as we have West Brom in their own half now with Alex Moore. He's right on the back line now. Gives it to Bartley, pushes it forward down the left. Just gets caught by Fatau, who cuts that ball out nicely. Passes it back to Connor Cody. Connor Cody in his own area. Back in the defence. Gives it to Vestergaard. Faye, can they pass it up? Can they piss it up the left hand? No, they can't. Diane Garner stops them. This is becoming a bit of a story. Diane Garner down to Furlong on the right, and he crosses it, but Harmanson grabs it. The story at the minute is Leicester are pressing really well. However, they keep trying to press down the left-hand side, and Diane Garner stops them every time. It's a little bit of a... Yeah, that was the offside time. But again, Diane Garner leaves the ball as it gets thrown passed down the left-hand side, and it's really, really straight down the side, and he just leaves it. Alex Mowat now passed down the left-hand side for West Brom. Pass it back to Villa. It's in their own half. Bartley. I've got a feeling they're might try the right or the mid. Palmer. No. Oh, they tried down the middle, but Connor Cody grabs it. Intercepts the ball. Connor Cody with the ball. Passes. Ooh. West Brom grab it, but then Faye grabs it for Leicester. Dewsbury Hall. Faye, Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall down that left-hand side. It's not been stopped this time by by West Brom. Trying down the middle now. Back to Chowdhury. Connor Cody trying down the right. And Ndidi. Ndidi passes it back to Connor Cody. Connor Cody now. Pass it back. It's Hermanson. Hermanson's right up again in almost to the centre circle there. Yeah, there's a few of these crosses I'm saying that are being cut out by Leicester are actually quite decent little crosses. If they were just a little bit more on target, then Leicester would be in trouble by now. There's Chowdhury. He's in the centre circle. Passes it to Ndidi. Trying to just come back to Cody. Pushes forward, but Yukuslu cuts it out and passes it to his right to Furlong. And West Brom can try and break down the right-hand side with Darnell Furlong. Darnell Furlong now on the right-hand side. Oh, and a shot on target there by Johnston, but it's blocked and comes back out for Alex Moa. Down to Connor Townsend on the left. Connor Townsend passes it back to Moa. What can Moa do? Nothing. Villa, Diangana, Yukuslu, Yukuslu. Trying to find a way through. Villa, they just cannot find a way through it. Moa. Connor Townsend on the left. Johnston on the left. Villa, they can't get through this back line. They really are trying their best to get through this back line, our West Brom. But at the minute, it's with Johnston. Johnston on the left. Johnston on the left. What's he going to do with this? Can he? They've got all the possession right behind the midway point of Leicester City. Yukuslu. Oh, and Johnson gets a pass, but he hits it, but it's beaten out. And Michael Johnson grabs it on the left as it's trying to be cleared, but not very well. And Johnson on the left, what's he going to do with it? He's not been finding it very easy to get through it. Johnston. See, this is the 2 minutes ago one where they just, they just seem to be West Brom pass it forward, and it's a very good attack. Actually, it was a very good attack indeed, but just couldn't. It's blocked on the line. It was actually one of them was actually blocked on the line. And then it came back out. Yeah, so it was actually very, very dangerous. That was actually blocked straight on the line by one of the Leicester players. There's Michael Johnson now. Still has it in the attack. And West Brom are in the ascendancy. West Brom are pressing that line as Mavididi manages to grab the ball from West Brom and tries to build up from the right-hand side. And we look 2 minutes back and we see that West Brom are indeed just passing it around, trying to break the hearts of the defence. The defence is trying its best to stay in form in the formation, but he's got through again and gets blocked on the line. This is ridiculous. Leicester trying to keep that three at the back, and it's just simply not working. West Brom are actually doing really well. So that's why it stopped on the Bet365 app. So it went for a corner. As Vardy has a poor shot at the other end, and it's now West Brom goal kick. Perhaps we should think about having a quick look when Vardy gets the ball. Let's see what Vardy does, because Vardy's been playing quite poorly, I think. As Ndidi now has it for Leicester on the left. Ndidi pushed it forward, but it goes out for a West Brom throw-in on the halfway line. So we go back to 2 minutes, and Leicester City are now going to attack. Oh, Jed Wallace. Oh, no. Straight through to the goalie, and it's a Leicester City. Oh, it loses. It's just kicked it out, and it's straight to Johnson, and he has a quick shot, which is just off target. I'm frantically trying to see the Vardy shot. If I come away for the Vardy shot, I'm hoping that I think that's a corner. It goes into Vestergaard for yeah. West Brom didn't quite do anything with that one. I'm wanting to see this Vardy shot, which must be about here. Oh, well, that was shocking. That was a shocking header by Vardy. No wonder I'm going off Vardy. He's not playing well at all. Michael Johnston. So we have West Brom on the up here. Villa. Johnston. Villa. Johnson. A few tired Ipswich fans, Leicester fans. Passes it back to Alex Palmer. Kicks it forward, but Connor Cody grabs it in the Leicester half. Connie Cody in the Leicester half. 8 minutes and 46. 18 minutes and 46. 18 minutes and 50 as Dewsbury Hall grabs it, gives it to Mavadidi. Dewsbury Hall, Mvdd, and Mavadidi loses it to Kipre. Oh dear. It was a corner a bit ago. And it was one person to shoot against. And that should have been inquest in how on earth he missed the net. See, you've got to hit the target from there. You just got to hit the target, and it would have been in. The goalkeeper was absolutely at sea. Hermanson now has it, as West Brom have another shot on goal. Vestergaard. So Fatu there a couple of minutes ago had a shot for Leicester City, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 West Brom players almost encamped on the line and in the defensive area. There was no way on the God's earth they were going through it at that particular point, and it just bounces off 2 or 3 of the West Brom players and goes back out again. Mavadidi tries pushing it forward, but it's headed back to the goalkeeper for West Brom, who will now take a goal kick.
Met at the Hawthorns. That was quite a contest. Dewsbury Hall. Mavadidi, another who likes to step inside. They got there ahead of Ndidi. Johnston hits the deck. Now being a free kick.
The tackling from Leicester is that's Chowdhury taking him down that time. Let's have a look at it. Oh, take his legs for him. Yeah, that's it. Get your legs away. Only the West Brom player actually grabbed the wrong leg. It wasn't actually that leg that. No.
Huge impact in the stripes of West Bromwich Albion.
Mikey Johnson, was it? Yeah. Just grabbed the wrong leg. That wasn't the one that the Ipswich guy hit. As Chowdhury passes it to Faye, going across the halfway line now, trying it down the left, would we believe? Mavadidi back to Chowdhury back to Vestergaard. We're on back in the centre circle now with Cody trying down the right hand side perhaps. So this is going to be another one of their dummies. Well, it might have been, but Yokuslu kicks it out for a Leicester throw. This is not working for Leicester. This is definitely not working. Connor Cody, Vestergaard, Faye. It's a goal for Leicester City. Leicester have just scored. It's a goal that was against all expectations. In fact, while that's doing that, I'm gonna watch this because we're about a minute and 45 behind. They'd actually just had an offside possibility, but it went out for a corner. I think it did. Did it go out for a corner? Did he touch it? Yes, I think. So it must come from this corner. All the way back. Kicked to this, back into the corner. Crossed into the middle. Way to the halfway line. That's actually... This is where it was. It was all the way back here. And then suddenly it gets goal. So where does he kick it? The back... We've got back four at that point. Pass into midfield. Chowdhury. Yep. Well, Kuslu now has it in the West Brom half. I want to see the goal. So we'll stick with the vid. Oh, I saw it gets tapped out for a throw-in. Throw into Leicester. Leicester then grab it. Walks it into the midfield. Walks it into the centre circle. Walks it. Vestergaard does a really good job there. Mavadidi on the corner. Eventually, cross in, and that's a fumble by the goalkeeper and totally messed up that one. So the West Brom guy totally messed that one up. And Leicester City are now 1-0 ahead as West Brom get a yellow card. Mavadidi the scorer.
When you get chances and you don't take them against the best teams, you usually pay the price. And this is as simple as
Ndidi, sorry. Ndidi. I'm saying Mavadidi. And so many foreign names, I can't get them all right. Ndidi scored. Ooh, I think Vardy actually does hit it and it gets saved with fingertips, and then and then Ndidi comes in and just taps it in. But the goalie should have done better than just to tap it to the floor. As Fatou grabs it from a West Brom attacker. Leicester are now on 91 points. 7 points ahead of Southampton now, with 2 games left, and one of those games is against Southampton. So it's looking quite tight at the top still. Ooh. This time West Brom take that's a bit of a... It's Villa that get the yellow card, but I think he did actually get the ball. What have we got on? Actually, we have Furlong on the right-hand side for West Brom. Furlong for West Brom now. Right on the wing. Right the corner. It might be a free kick. So it's gone quiet on the betting app. But 25 minutes and 54 seconds. West Brom now are going to be very, very close. They're on 72 points, just 7 points ahead of Hull City. I say 7 points ahead, and if Hull City win, that's only 4. That's going to be very difficult as Fatou now runs into the West Brom box and just gets blocked. Go out for a corner. Is that going to be a corner? One thing about the Bet365 app is it's not very good at it stopped giving you corner alerts. It was a goal kick. Oh, Herman is straight from West Brom goalie to the Leicester goalkeeper. As Leicester are pinning West Brom in their own area. West Brom goalkeeper grabs it. That'll be a West Brom goal kick, but Leicester are pinning West Brom in their own area. No, don't try jumping on the floor like that. The Leicester guy just drops on the floor, grabbing any limb he could to try and get a penalty. It's a free kick instead outside as Mowat now for West Brom. And Villa, Mowat. Villa, Mowat. Fatawu grabs it, gives it to Dewsbury Hall. First time we've heard from him for a while. Dewsbury Hall gives it to Winks. Faye now, back to Winks. Winks is doing quite a good role together with Cody as Faye grabs it. Winks. Dewsbury Hall. He's getting back into it now. Dewsbury Hall told that. Just trying to see that. That was a pretty poor miss by Vardy, really, before the goal went in. Vestergaard in his own area for Leicester City. Vestergaard now, 28 minutes and 28 seconds. Woodfay. Hermanson back. In his own area, kicks it forward, but Alex Palmer just picks it up in the West Brom area. Yeah, West Brom were the best team until just before the goal, and then Leicester City seemed to pick the pace up tenfold as Alex Moore tries threading it through the middle, but Chowdhury just grabs it and starts to build from the halfway line with Leicester City. See, yeah, we've got it goes straight to Leicester City. And then Leicester City build in the midfield. They're quite happy to pass it around. There's several taps around the midfield, which is what they're actually doing now. They're still doing it 2 minutes later. They're just passing it around midfield. Mavididi, Dewsbury Hall, Faye, Winks, Faye, Vestergaard. There's no difference from what's happening now on the on Bet365 as there is on the video of 1 minute and 45 behind. As Leicester try threading it through, but the goalkeeper grabs that one. Big goal kick to West Brom.
This way, a lot of them will say that they like the opposing striker to be about 1 yard away from them when they play the ball, which is why it is risk and reward.
Right, plays it short. Furlong.
Too close for my liking.
Furlong for West Brom on the right hand side. Gets it taken off him straight away by Vestergaard, who passes it back to Cody and Hermanson. And it'll build from the back now with Vestergaard and Faye for Leicester City. Leicester City now pushing it again forward. This is getting a little bit one way now. As the advert comes on. Back to Fatawu. Back to the defence. And Bartley.
Goal line clearance. He is just
Bartley now in his own area.
Chases back, dispossesses Mickey Johnson. Then
They'll be doing something more than this.
Didn't look like he wanted the 50-50, I've got to be honest.
What time we are? We're on 31:30. 2 minutes. Walked it back. So Alex Palmer walks it back, walks it forward. What's he doing with it? Passes it forward eventually to Moa in the centre circle. Moa now. Shall we have a look at some of the stats? Shall we? So we've got 10 dangerous attacks each. Leicester City 5 shots, 2 on target.
They're ready to stand on
West Bromwich Albion 4 shots, 2 on target. 2 corners to Leicester City, 1 to West Brom. 1 yellow card to West Brom. 61% possession to Leicester City, 39% to West Brom. Not a great deal of difference between them. Not if you actually look at the figures. I mean, yeah, they've got 2/3 of the possession, Leicester City, but that's only been in the last 20 minutes of the 33.
Game that kind of feels now how you might have expected it to feel from the start.
So before that, it was all West Brom. So for the first third of first 11 minutes, it's been all West Brom. And the next 22, it's been all Leicester City as Vestergaard pushes it forward down the left-hand side. Yukuslu grabs it. Back to Palmer. Kipre, Palmer.
Kin in Dewsbury Hall, ready to launch this. Moving in short, but he sent it towards the far post and comfortably held by Alex Palmer.
Leicester City have a throw-in. They throw it backwards to the defence. Winks has the ball and sent right on the centre circle. Winks now. Vestergaard.
It was a pass that was on.
As we go through 34 minutes. We're 2 minutes behind on the video now. Chowdhury grabs it for Leicester City in his own half. Down the right-hand side, Connor Cody really gives it to Vestergaard in the centre circle. Vestergaard across to the left-hand side again with Faye. They really... that left-hand side is big, and he's just said that on the telly as well. Back to Vestergaard, Winks. Faye, I'm going to go down the left. Yep, Magadidi, and Yukuslu grabs it. Yukuslu pushes it to Wemvilla. They're going to have to get out of that left, the Leicester left, out of their own right. They're going to have to move to the middle. But it eventually goes out for a Leicester throw. Pass it back to Vestergaard and Winks. Vestergaard, Faye, Vestergaard. Jeez, this is just playing triangles and pissing on everybody off. Across the other side to Cody. Fatawu tries pressing it forward, but Bartley grabs it. What's he going to do with it? He's going to have to get rid of it. Pass it forward to Mowat. Johnston. Pass it forward, but Winks intercepts it on the halfway line. Winks now with the ball. He's ran with it, and it gives it to Mavadidi on the left. Pass it back to Winks. A couple of 1-2s with Winks and Mavadidi. Winks and Mavadidi playing together now.
Despite their troubles in recent weeks, they can still hit 100 points. They've won their final 4.
Mowat grabs it as it's passed from left to right. And Mowat passes it back to Palmer, gives it to Bartley on the right. They're wanting to push it down the right, but left, that's where that's where Leicester are the strongest. And Faye just cuts that one out and grabs it and starts playing 1-2s at the back. But tries pushing it through, but Yukuslu grabs it. Kipre, Mowat, it's on the halfway line. What can West Brom do here? Mowat, pass it to Kipre on the left. Are they going to try the left-hand side as Kipre plays a couple of 1-2s at the back? Johnston. Alex Palmer just on the front edge of the box. Mowat, Dayangana. I've not seen Dayangana a lot since the goal. He's been quite quiet since then. Bartley, Yukuslu. Yukuslu runs with it. trying to get away from the defenders, away from the attackers. Yukuslu, Mowat pushes it forward to Johnston. Johnston now, both to Townsend. Connor Townsend on the left-hand side. Can he make a cross? Connor Townsend runs with it, passes it back. A couple of passes later, it's with Villa, Bartley, Villa, Mowat. It's halfway line again. Now it's come all the way back. Connor Townsend, that run, and it's a poor pass, and it goes straight to the Leicester goalkeeper. At the minute, Leicester are 91 plus 42 goal difference. 10 goal differences ahead of Ipswich.
See it live on Sky Sports Football Tuesday night from 7.
And yeah, we've got Tuesday. We have Leicester versus Southampton. So it's going to be a humdinger of a game on Tuesday. When we finish this in 7 or 8 minutes' time, we'll have a quick look at what could happen if Leicester win this and win against Southampton. As then Ndidi has another shot, but it's out, and it's picked up on the corner by West Brom, and pushed out for a Leicester throw. Didn't quite keep it in there. Pass it to Cody.
Now Moes. Try and find their rhythm again.
Mavadidi down the left again. Dewsbury Hall. There's only one way this is going. If you keep on like this, Mavadidi winks. Faye still on that left-hand side. Faye, I want to see whether West Brom managed to get a decent shot in down here, but it doesn't look like it. Villa passes it forward, but Vestergaard grabs it. No, they see West Brom they're getting almost there, but just not quite. No, they keep getting pushed back. Jared Wallace, that's all they did. They just had a quick run down their left. And he misses the furlong, misses the crossing. Jed Wallace now for West Brom, just inside the Leicester City half. He's just trying to run it and play it with people just outside, just on the inside of the Leicester City half, but there's nothing happening.
2 against 2 there for a second, and Fatu was beaten to it.
Quick.
There's Kane at Dewsbury Hall.
Quick.
Left-hand side. Mabadidi's there with it. Here is Mabadidi.
Jed Wallace there.
Right hand upright.
I wonder if it's that's a free kick. Eventually comes all the way back to Johnston anyway, so and then Chowdhury grabs the ball as it's pushed forward. So Chowdhury now in his own half, walks it across the halfway line. It's pushed forward by West Brom, and Jed Wallace grabs it. He makes one shot, it's blocked. He makes a second shot, it goes out, and it's a Leicester goal kick. Oh, wow, that free kick was actually closer than what the Bet365 app says. It was right on the edge of the box. Yeah, go on. Yeah, Fataru attacking. Oh, and Leicester is offside. Fataru found offside there as he passes it forward, and it's right on the just over the halfway line. So this is a free kick by West Brom, and this just comes to nothing. It's in a really good position as Yukoslu has it in the in the West Brom half at the minute. Leicester place their draft excluder underneath the along the floor. I'm not quite sure what that does really. And Villa to Johnson, and Chowdhury grabs it from Johnson. It's actually a throw-in for West Brom. I'm waiting for this free kick that happened 2 minutes ago. It really did take ages, didn't it? And Jed Wallace takes it and it just hits the wall and goes absolutely nowhere. He makes a second shot and it hits way wide. Yeah. Yukuslu now. Yukuslu for West Brom. And it goes out for a Leicester throw-in. How very boring that was. Faye, Harmanson, Yukuslu. Yukuslu now. As we go to 43 minutes. Yukuslu. It's a penalty. Penalty to Leicester. Penalty to Leicester. Vardy's taken down in the area, and it's a Leicester City penalty. So we're a couple of minutes behind here, but and West Brom are still on the attack on the video. So we've still got to wait for that. They're on 44 minutes for the penalty. We'll turn that down for a minute.
I think you have to say the contact, if it was slightly outside the area to begin with, continues into.
Oh, and Vardy misses it. Vardy misses a penalty, and it goes.
He's hit the post. Jamie Vardy
he misses it.
The penalty is missed,
and Didi grabs it at the back. Oh, that was a miss and a half by. He can't even score when he's got a penalty.
Desperate to get the ball through to him, but
Faye. I'm about to watch the video of it.
That comes to nothing as Vardy's penalty hits the post.
Just watch the video of it as
keeper gets the right way. Alex Palmer,
the Leicester goalkeeper, managed to get to it first, pushes it forward. Vardy, he's right on the edge, and he does give a penalty, but there's nothing.
What a great opportunity that was to give Leicester plenty of space going into the half-time break. But as it stands, it looks like it's just been
Garner now has it 2 minutes extra time. 2 minutes extra time. West Brom now. In the middle.
He's then brought down. Referee just had to give the decision, unfortunately, as Garner did really well to get himself away from a challenge. Actually created some space, but
I don't think that's a foul. Oh, it's
there was no way out for Dean Garner.
I don't know if that's a foul or just a heavy push. I doubt that would have been given in if it was in the Premiership. Leicester City goal kick. What have I missed that? Leicester City goal kick. Let's see this penalty. Vardy comes up. The goalkeeper actually dove the right way, so it would have probably been saved. So I think Leicester really are on the attack. They're Vardy grabs it in the West Brom half. Can he make anything of it? As Vardy now. Turn that down a little bit. Is that going to be a free kick? Must be a free kick. Yeah.
In line with the centre circle inside the West Brom half. It does mean at least an opportunity for
so West Brom now defending a free kick, but Johnston gets the ball quite quickly there. Can he pass it forward? It's about half. It should be half time, I think now. pass. Oh, Vestergaard grabs it, and it's blown for half time as he does that.
Off the head of Vestergaard, goes behind.
So
For a goal kick.
turn him off as it becomes half time, and that was an eventful. You call it an eventful game. So thank you for nobody joining. We'll carry on in the second half. I'm going for a coffee. We might actually put that on. Yeah, we'll put that on, and we'll just keep people happy if anybody wants to come in.
West Brom 0.
That gives you a good update as I go for my coffee. Now I'll turn on the half-time rant.
Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with a flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer. But the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty. But he at the post at the other end. Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line. One saved. One just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post at the other end. Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line. One saved. One just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post at the other end. Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line. One saved. One just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post at the other end. Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line. One saved. One just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post at the other end. Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line. One saved. One just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post at the other end. Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line. One saved. One just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post at the other end. Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line. One saved. One just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post at the other end. Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line. One saved. One just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post. At the other end, Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line, one saved, one just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post. At the other end, Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line, one saved, one just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post. At the other end, Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line, one saved, one just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post. At the other end, Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line, one saved, one just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post. At the other end, Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line, one saved, one just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home. Leicester should have had a second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post. At the other end, Johnson's come close 3 times. One cleared off the line, one saved, one just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester 1, West Brom 0. Leicester lead at the break. The only goal of the first half coming midway through that first period. Belfast dinking a ball into the area. Vardy with the flick header. Great save from Alex Palmer, but the ball dropped back to Ndidi, who lashed the ball home.
Oh, very interesting, isn't it?
Second because they were bringing down Vardy inside the box. Vardy himself stepping up to take the penalty, but he at the post.
I'm just going to turn that down.
3 times. One cleared off the line, one saved, one just over the bar. At the break, therefore, it's Leicester.
Asubida, what are you doing on my football live? What day are we on? We're on Saturday, aren't we? I've got some training to do later. I've got another football. I've got another football live at 3. Another football live at 3. I've got. It's either tonight or tomorrow. I do have to go for a run, Asabida. What am I down for today? Saturday. Oh, I've got rest day. Yeah, we could probably do a tarot card reading at about 7 or 8 o'clock. Probably the time that's going to happen. Yeah, I'm doing sort of like, I tend to do three football readings, football commentaries, and then in the evening I tend to do that. So yeah, we'll be doing something in the evening. So yeah, you can certainly come back about 7 or 8 o'clock. I could actually put one on. It's actually on. I wonder if I can grab the other one. I'm just going to try and grab, because I have another channel. Let me just grab. You may know the other channel. Oops. Oh no. That one there. That's that, and then I'll give. I'm just going to give Asubida the other channel. That's my that's my tarot card reading channel. I don't do that on the football the football side of it. I don't think football fans really appreciate tarot card reading football commentaries. It's a championship game, Krampus. There's a championship football game going on. So I did. I split my channels, and the John Seeking side of it, which is this side, is all about it's basically sport. So I cover football, Championship, and League One, and I cover athletics, running. I do a lot of running, so I have a sort of senior runner banter occasionally with the Garmin, a sort of Garmin watch chat as well. So this side of it is football, running, Garmin watch, anything to do with sport like that. I tend to have a little rant about and a bit of a chat on this channel. And then the channel that I've got down there, I've just put in the live stream. That's the tarot card side and the spiritualist side and the paranormal side. I tend to find that, or I found that the confusion, we got a lot of confusion with people who wanted tarot card readings, and then you'd go do a live on football, and you'd get all of your subscribers all together, and half of them was wondering why you were doing football when they know me as a tarot card reader. And the football people look at me and think, "Oh God, we've got one of these bonkers people with a tarot card deck in his hand. Let's bugger off quick." So it became one of those things where I had to swap it. I had to split the two. So I created the Mystic John side for the spiritualist side, and that became the. Oh crikey! Now you're asking who invented them. My God, they go back to the old Romanist times. The Romanis had different ways of telling people's future as they went round in their caravans, and these are the probably the people who initiated the term gypsy, but they came across into Europe from the sort of eastern sides, and gently sort of started spreading this idea that you could tell people's futures from things like cards and stones and crystals and numbers, and they were absolutely amazing. They could they could read somebody by just looking at them, and do you know you've got somebody behind you? Do you know they could? They were real. They were the real spiritualists of their day. Had they been born in the middle of Europe or the middle of America in the sort of 1800s. They would have probably been called witches and burnt at the stake. But no, it comes from the old Romanies. They're the ones that initiated all of this to start with. I think the actual cards have become a little bit greyed over the years because I think people have started to try and make them all quite similar. Whereas I think every single Romany would have a different type of deck, from what I understand, and each one would have their own way of each one would have their own way of predicting the future, because each one would have a different type of spread, a different way of putting the cards down. But it's an interesting question. It's an interesting question. I don't know what the internet says on that, but I would have thought it was the Romanies, because the Romanies are the sort of grandfather of the Romanies are the grandfather of spiritualism. Not to be mixed up with Travellers. Please don't mix Travellers and gypsies and. I'm going to go and have a look for you, but yeah, don't mix the different ones up. Romanies are Romanies, gypsies are gypsies, and Travellers are just people who want to get away without paying tax. It's quite interesting. So Atelia was the first to produce a bespoke tarot deck, around 1789. So they do come from Italy, yeah. So they come from these as the Romanies came across through Italy and Spain and France. They sort of had their own little ideas, but then it changed as they started to hit the religious side of things, and they made everything more regimented, if you like. So the Italians made it more common. So they took the idea of normal cards, and they took the idea of what the Romanies were doing, and they sort of amalgamated the two to make it a set number of cards and a set type of deck with certain major cards and certain numeric ones and certain basically take the Jack, Queen, King and make it into a four set picture one. So that's how it happened. We will be doing something later on. It'll be about 7 or 8 o'clock. So if anybody wants to pop in for a sort of the tarot side of things, it'll be around 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. Other than that, we've got to go for. I'm back on with the football. So if you do want to stay for the football, by all means, please stay for the football. If you want to come back later, then give us a like and subscribe, and we'll be doing the free tarot card readings later on. I'll try and find my Bet365 app now. And we go back to football with Leicester City 1, West Brom 0. And we're in the Championship. We're at the top of the Championship. Leicester City are currently, they've just placed themselves in a good position at the top. Alex Mowatt and Kipre. Vardy had a shot while we were talking. Pretty poor shot again. How did he miss this one? Oh, he was ahead of all of the defenders as well. He had a free header, and he couldn't even hit the target. And it's Vestergaard for Leicester City. They should be pretty much similar, Krampus. The problem is that each one will have a different guide, and they're sort of like going down your tree and trying to work out where each guide might think differently as to where they think your future will take you up the tree, and it'll choose this direction, it'll choose that branch for that direction. And in which case they'll be more worried. One will be more worried about one particular set of options that you've got coming up in your future than the others. But on the whole, they should be pretty much similar. They shouldn't be exactly the same because each guide will read each one differently. So my guide might think your job is the most in peril at the minute. And a different person's guide will think that your love life is in peril at the minute. Should be pretty much the similar. Should be pretty much this, not the same, but they should be roughly they should be about 80-90% similar. So anyway. I'm going back to my football. Please do have a look at the Mystic John and subscribe to the Mystic John channel. I'll put the link in there. If you like and subscribe that, then you'll get a few. You should get the link tonight when I go live. Until then, what do we have? We have. Leicester City just not getting that final ball quite right there. As West Brom now take it up with Johnston. Michael Johnston not being doing too well, but he pass it to Furlong and pass it to Diangana, who makes a shot. Crossed, and it's not quite. I think it's gone out for a corner to West Brom. See what they do with that. So Diangana, he just hammered it towards home, but it just gets cleared out. Wow, a minute and let's have a look out. They're on 49 minutes. They're on 51. So 2 minutes behind. We have a throw in on the corner, on the edge. Ooh, Diangana has another shot on target this time. That can be another. Nice one, Krampus. Ooh, Diangana's in the middle. And it gets taken off him by Vestergaard. I can tell you Rotherham United aren't going to win anything for the next 5 years, if that's any good. Oh, dear. At the minute, West Brom are trying to get back into this, but Leicester City are just too encamped in the West Brom end, as West Brom now have it in their own area again. And Mavididi takes it off him on the left, in the left corner. Can he cross? Whoa, can he cross that? Passes it back instead to Winks. And Winks now has it. Oh, and Leicester City are offside. How on earth? The problem with looking on Bet365 is well, they haven't got anything to worry about with Leicester City. They just had two cleared off the line there, and the West Brom goalkeeper was absolutely amazing. In fact, the last one that gets cleared off the line is by a defender, but it doesn't quite show you what he does because how does he? He heads it. Wow. How he managed to head it while he's falling backwards, God only knows. And the old man, Jamie Vardy, who's already missed a penalty, has it in midfield. Man U are... Jeez. Leicester City there again from point blank range. I have a quick look at who's in play at the minute. I don't even know. Is anybody else in... I think... Yeah, you got Crew playing at the minute. They're winning 2-0. They're losing 2-0 to Wrexham. And that's going to be a nightmare because they in League One. They're into League One next year, and their American Disneyland owners are very much about to put tens of millions of pounds into them. And there's very little financial fair play in League One or Two. There's no rules. You can put as much money in as you want, as long as you don't put it into two clubs. But unfortunately, you can see them putting tons of money in next year and just walking away with League One, purely on the fact that they can put as much money as they like. But when they get into the Championship, they'll find if they spent more than 30 million put themselves more than 30 million pounds in debt in 3 years, they're going to be in trouble because they're not going to be able to spend any money. And they could very well have already overspent in the previous 3 financial years. So that's going to be quite difficult for them when they come up. I'm quite certain that they will. Man United. I think the whole lot of them are just too powerful at the top. I think every one of them's too powerful. I think the top 6, as they're known, they're just far too powerful. They have so much money. They can afford to spend a hell of a lot, and the amount of money, the amount of income that people like Man United have is just phenomenal. There's no way that they're ever going to realistically be fined with financial fair play. I have no doubt that when it comes to Manchester City, they're not going to get fined. I very much doubt they'll get fined. Vardy gets pushed over on the line. He's wanted a penalty again. Goes down to the left. Then cross it in. He doesn't get caught. Nobody's anywhere near him. What's he crying at? Nobody's anywhere near him. If anybody, it says idiot. It was his own player. Anyway, Alex Mower now for. I think of them all at the minute, I think there's only Man United that's playing. Liverpool don't seem to be able to continuously keep the pressure going up there. Arsenal are faltering, Liverpool are faltering. Manchester United aren't doing that well, but they're a little bit more consistent. Jed Wallace has just got it for West Brom, and another simple pass to the Leicester goalkeeper, pushes it away. Diane Garner has a one stab at it, and it goes wide. That should be a goal kick, although it looks like it might have come off a Leicester player for a corner. Leicester City defending a West Brom corner. Two minutes behind, we have the build-up play to this, as West Brom did Wallace supposed to have took down a Leicester City player, but he's not doing a very good job of faking. Hang on, the Leicester City player kicked Wallace and then went down. So if anything, it was a free kick to, drop ball. Drop ball is a free kick to West Brom. That's a weird that one. Yeah. They're so slow. Come on, do something with the ball. West Brom down the left-hand side kicks it to the left-hand side, down the left. Back to the midfield. No. They don't. They did all the build-up play, but they're not doing it as well as what. They don't do it as well as what Leicester are doing it, and they seem to be trying to punish Leicester for little mistakes. Yeah, it was an open net. It wasn't oh dear, it's an open net as well. He could have easily put that away for a 1-1. How on earth he missed that, God only knows. Townsend now back to Johnson. Let's see if they can do anything. Yeah, Furlong had a shot there. That's ricocheted off. That's so West Brom are just starting to. I don't think anybody likes Frank Skinner, do they? They're just starting to pull a little bit back now, West Brom. They're pulling it back, and they're trying to play from the back. Now, I know Leicester City are extremely good at playing from the back. If you're going to start playing Leicester City at their own game, I would suggest you don't play Leicester City from the Premiership. As Moa and Villa have it now in the West Brom defence. Yeah, they've been quite physical now. So the Leicester City player kicked it away then. He should have got a yellow card. Didn't. It's definite favouritism, I think. Vestergaard now grabs it. And Madidi. Faye. Although I said 1-1 for this in the predictions, I'm actually a Rotherham fan based in Portsmouth, and it's very much a case of we don't really want Southampton to go up, which means we need Leicester to win. So although I said I thought it might be 1-1. I would actually prefer it to stay as it is, or even Leicester to run away with it. I'd gladly make this get this one being wrong. Yukuslu has it in the West Brom half, and they're going to start to try and build this up now from the back end. And West Brom have now started to creep back into this, and they just can't get it past the halfway. Vestergaard grabs it on the halfway line again, and he pushes it forward for Leicester City. Pushes it forward, but Alex Palmer grabs it. It's with Alex Palmer playing it at his feet. Gives it to Villa. Villa to Diangana. Diangana's been playing really quite well in the second half. He played well in the first 20 minutes and then disappeared. He seems to come back into it in the second half. Diangana now. Moa. Trying to play it steadily along the back. They're playing the same game as Leicester usually do. And he pushes it forward, but Connor Cody grabs intercepts that ball. I'm forward to Madidi. Madidi gets challenged. Diangana and grabs it. Yeah, well, if you say who you support them, then just not everybody. I understand not everybody's going to be Leicester City or West Brom. I'm a Rotherham fan. We're getting relegated this season, so I thought we'd come on and we'd have a look. I've got the video on one side. I've got Bet365 on the other. Bet365 is on 62 minutes and 56 with the West Brom. So, to mind, we have the video. So I've got a video of it on there. On the video, 2 minutes behind, we have West Brom playing it down their right. And on 2 minutes ahead, we've got a throw in for West Brom on their right-hand side in their own half. So you can sort of guess the way it's going at the minute. First half was all West Brom in the first 11 minutes. West Brom goalie there, the Leicester attacker, it was. He knew the goalie got it, and he still ran into the West Brom goalie. That was almost dangerous play. As West Brom tried playing it forward, but Harry Winks eventually gets it in the centre circle. Harry Winks now playing it, gives it back to Vestergaard. Vestergaard and Harry Winks have been doing a lot of that play. Dewsbury Hall has been very, very quiet. Play down the left to Mavididi. Dewsbury Hall in the middle, but he loses it to Kipri. Fatawu takes it off Kipri, passes it back to Chowdhury. Chowdhury now just now in the middle of the West Brom half, passes it back to Vestergaard, who's almost centre circle. Oh, and he passes it for it's a goal! Goal! It's Leicester City 2. Where the hell that one came? It came all the way from the half, from the centre circle. They're actually gonna. It looks like it's been confirmed already. So it's Leicester City 2. Yeah, reveal yourself. Who are you? Yeah, Leicester City have now gone 2-0 up. So it's James Vardy, 65. Has he made amends for his awful penalty where he hit the bar, and then the open net that he missed. Yeah, probably just about, as it's now Ndidi on 22, Vardy on 65. If I wait to see the 65 minutes, we've got about a minute and a half. So it was West Brom tricking, but then their defence did quite well. Ipswich defence, and then it came all the way back to the goalie, and then they're playing it. Ipswich playing it around midfield. Then it came to the centre circle. There we are. So it comes from here down the left with Mavididi and number 22 kicks it. Not quite a very good. Oh, he gets past his man and crosses it, and it's one-on-one with a goalie. It's just headed straight in. That was probably one of the simpler ones that Vardy is ever going to get. Yeah, there was no chance of that being disallowed. That it was surrounded. Well, he had three West Brom players in front of him, and he just went over the three West Brom players and straight on his head. Brilliant cross, I might say. Absolutely brilliant cross. Hit him straight on the noggin, and it went straight in the goal. No chance at all. So we've got one person who doesn't like West Brom, preferring Leicester to win. We've got another person in the house who's not telling me who they are, unless it's Asubida. But who wants my other channel, and and yeah, we have Leicester City now. 67 minutes, 39 seconds. It's almost certainly over. Let's just try. I'm gonna have. Hang on, Leicester City on the attack again, but Connor Townsend takes it. Connor Townsend now passes it forward, but Vestergaard kicks it back into the West Brom area for Jed Wallace, and Jed Wallace kicks it forward, and Vestergaard gets it back again. Dewsbury Hall, Winks. I don't like ping pong ball football. Winks, Dewsbury Hall, Chowdhury. We're in the centre circle for Leicester. They're in blue. I keep saying Ipswich instead of. I'm looking at the blue and saying Ipswich. Hamza Chowdhury to Connor Cody, who's been quite quiet, pushes it forward, but then Alex Palmer grabs it on the edge of the box, passes it forward to Mowat back to Townsend. Don't play across your back. Kuslu, very dangerous with Leicester City. Mowat, far too close to their back line. Far too close. Leicester, it's dangerous playing it with Leicester like that, and it gets kicked out. And it's going to be a West Brom substitution. So we are in the final 20 minutes. We can go back to the video. It shows Leicester City in defence. Just kicking it around gently at the back. See what I say? West Brom are trying to play the same way as Leicester City, playing it along that back line, and it's simply not going to work like that. Put that one on as well. And they kick it forward. They tend to try and kick it into that left-hand side, and that time they kicked it down the right, but usually it's into the middle, and then fed down the left-hand side for Leicester City. But it doesn't quite. It's very well thought out, very precise passing. It's the ones that aren't. It's the passes that aren't precise that West Brom are very good at intercepting. But at the minute, it's not made much difference. The Leicester goalkeeper there. I mean, it's West Brom goalkeeper, isn't it? West Brom goalkeeper been quite brash with his challenges. Oh God, blimey! The Leicester guy there was straight into him. And one of their defenders goes down. And that's why they did a substitution. The Leicester guy just whacked straight into him. Let's change things at the back. A double substitution. We'll go for the lineups. Let's see if it tells me on here. No. So at the minute we have 56% possession to Leicester City, 44% possession to West Brom. 12 shots on goal for West Brom, 5 on target. 11 shots on target. 11 shots for Leicester City, 3 on target, 2 goals. So they've had 3 shots and 2 goals. Right, okay. So if we turn that one on, that's a more up-to-date. West Brom now on John Swift kicks it, but it's a poor cross. Passed out to Harry Winks. Fatawu will get challenged, but passes it back to Cody. Cody now. And Cody passes it forward, but Townsend grabs it for West Brom. Connor Townsend on the left-hand side.
2-0. Last time they did that, they listed the Premier League trophy, so that might be
Connor Townsend.
Another title trophy this season, of course.
Tackle.
Games to go, but this is the key one.
Free kick to West Brom.
Championship season. As we say, will we establish a small gap at the top of the table? Should they hold on?
I was just going to have a look at that. As Harry Winks grabs it for Leicester City. Wasn't a very good kick there. Chowdhury.
options are limited.
along the midfield line of West Brom, down to Fatawu, back to Cody, but Swift intercepts it. What can Swift do? Swift in his own half runs, but Chowdhury grabs him, and Chowdhury gives it to Furlong. Diangana. Chowdhury gets it back, and they can now, Leicester can now build from their own half. Pass it forward. Townsend, Vardy, Bartley, Greikis, ping pong ball in the midfield. Who's it going to settle down with? It settles down with West Brom. But no, it doesn't. Maradidi grabs it now, gives it to Vardy. And it's back with Alex Palmer. Chalobah, Swift, Johnston, Swift. West Brom are now trying to just pick up the pace a little bit. The Swift has the ball for West Brom. Keep one eye on the video because that's about a minute and 3/4, 2 minutes behind. Anything that's seriously important will pass on. Ipswich are just, I'd say Ipswich are being they're going into everything a lot harder than what West Brom are. Tackling just above, I would say just above safe sometimes. Swift, Chalobah passes it, but Faye cuts it out. Faye for Leicester City in his own half, near his own goal line. Comes back, tries to play it out, but Furlong grabs it. What can he do? He passes it back to Bartley, try and get it back into Furlong, but then Vestergaard cuts that out and runs it to Winks. And Chalobah cuts that, intercepts that. Chalobah, Phillips, Chalobah, Bartley. So now we're getting that that feeling that West Brom has just scored. West Brom has just scored, and it's now Leicester City 2, West Brom 1. So Leicester City have managed to get that one in. Let that one in. Let's see if we can see this, because Leicester City actually are in the attack here. It was 2 minutes ago, and they bundle over a West Brom player, and then he tries and he bundles over a West Brom player in the box. Then he tries bundling over the goalkeeper, but he plays play on, and West Brom have it playing it along the back to the goalkeeper. West Brom have just made another substitution. Pass it on the right. No, back to the goalkeeper. I can't actually. Let's see if we can up the volume. This is the video. It's supposed to be live, of course. Oh, nice pass through the middle.
Now Swift.
Swift. Down the left-hand side for West Brom. Townsend is going to get back to Swift.
Swift again.
Swift. Come on, cross it. Oh, Chalobah crosses it in, and it's cleared easily.
Faz gets to it.
But Faz, no. Passes it back, and it's all the way back to halfway line. And
commit an awful lot of bodies forward.
I want to see the goal before I go back to what's happening now, which is Swift and Diangana and Chalobah. It's the same thing at the other end. Come on, show me the goal. We're that far behind. It must go in at some point. The West Brom goalkeeper is near the centre circle. Passes it forward through the left circle. Really passing in the middle. And it's a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and it's a simple pass between his legs. So it was Jed Wallace there, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, just passed it straight, nice and neatly, straight through between his legs. And it just rolls straight into the net. And the Leicester City fans are just gobsmacked at the back there. So what do we have? We have Fatawu now with the ball. Pass it forward, but Kipre cuts it out. Chalaba tries to pass it forward, but Vestergaard again. Dewsbury Hall, not seen a hell of a lot of him. Mavididi, who seems to have gone quiet in this latter half of the second half, tries running with it. He's trying to get past the defenders. He's still got the ball, but then Diangana grabs it and passes it runs with it sideways to the right-hand side. Diangana. And there's a free kick to must be a free kick to West Brom. If we go back to the video while they take that, Johnston came off and Fellows came on for West Brom. Diangana has the ball now, passes it forward to Fellows. Fellows down the left-hand side for West Brom. Right on the far side, down the left. Finding a bit of trouble, passing it back. Chalaba is trying to get down right across Furlong. We're now going back down the right-hand side, perhaps. Oh, Wallace has a shot, but that's not going to find its way anywhere near the back of the net. Is that a corner? That's a corner to West Brom, I believe. So looking on there, the West Brom players certainly starting to pick up the pace here. They're tackling for every single ball. I mean, really tackling quite firmly as Vestergaard grabs it in the box. But ping pong ball time in the middle of the field. Swift and Furlong and Chalaba now quickly triangulating it in the middle to try and keep the Leicester City from grabbing it. Still with the three of them. Furlong now. Bartley's been brought into it on the right hand side. Kipre. And this is actually getting quite frantic. Chowdhury kicks it frantically out, and Kipre grabs it. So Kipre has it, gives it away to Vardy, who gives it away to Swift. Kipre down to Phillips, back to Furlong. Well, that was the corner that I mentioned. That was a pretty poor shot into a crowded area. It wasn't going to get anywhere from there. It was put back in, but no. He tried falling on the floor. You're not going to get a penalty for that. Don't be so pathetic. Yeah, it just fell on. It fell. I mean, I don't know what he thought he was going to gain from it. Well, he thought he was going to gain a penalty, but West Brom were never going to get a penalty for that in a million years. No. As it's a Leicester City throw-in in their own half. Leicester City now, a third of the way inside their own half. While 2 minutes behind, we have West Brom actually on the ascendancy in the Leicester City half. So this must be how they lost it. Passing it around the midfield quite well. It's just that they're not, a couple of little longer taps. A long push forward to see whether they could get it through, and then they tried passing it back, but it goes over the line. So we have. It's now it's being intercepted by West Brom now. They're going to pass it to the left-hand side with John Swift. John Swift now passing up the left-hand side. Pass it back to Palmer. West Brom now are feeling the pressure now. They've got 8 minutes to get that equaliser as Diangana has it in midfield. Chalaba. What can they do? I think they've done a fair amount of swapping around there with the... They really should have done better there. And West Brom cross it right across from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Fellows, what's he going to do? He's going to step back with the ball. Can he cross it? Fellows, cross it. No, he's going to run with it. He wants to get across, but he just cannot. And he tries passing it, but Faye intercepts that. And Faye is going to... What's happened there? What's Faye done with it? Don't know. Well, the odds have been taken out. Oh, they've been brought back in. I don't know. Not telling us what's happened there. It's only the app. I've got the video on that side. I don't mind showing you what I've got on this side. I've just got the Bet365 app on this side, so it's a little bit more rough cut, but something's happened because Faye is still. It still says it's with Faye in his own half for Leicester City. Dewsbury's off and Prey is on. So Leicester City are making a couple of changes to try and get it up, keep that energy level going because they started to lapse a bit. Leicester City get a yellow card, and it's Fellows. That's another Leicester City substitution. So there's another one coming. And we seem to be getting 86% possession in the last 5 minutes to West Bromwich Albion. As West Brom have it in the midfield. This is a couple of minutes ago before that last substitution. Crosses it. Oh, a bit too far there. That went straight up from the right-hand side, straight across to the left. It was a wasted cross. So on 83 minutes there, we're on 85 there. Tries to cross. It's not a bad cross, but it's just not thought out. And I don't know what the West Brom player fell over there. I'm not quite sure what the hell he thought he was doing. And he gets a free kick from it, very strangely enough. I didn't think he caught him, but anyway, it's now with Swift, John Swift, who grabs it back for West Brom. Kipre passing it back. Ipswich kick it out for a West Brom throw-in on the halfway line. Oh, he got a high foot, that's why. Yeah, he gets him with a high foot. Kipre. Swift, Kipre, Swift, Fellows. There's a couple of 1-2s here. Swift back in it again. Kipre. The three of them are just behind the halfway line for West Brom. Bartley brought into it. Bartley now for West Brom. Back to the goalie, back to Swift. We're just passing it around. They seem to be quite happy to try and make this a one last ditch attempt or two last attempts for an equaliser. Pass it forward, but it comes back to Chalobah. Pass it forward and Winks grabs it. So Winks now for Leicester City. What can they do? Can they put this to bed? Prey. Dennis Prey. Down to Fatwa. Back to Chowdhury. This is a point where West Brom will be pressurising them. Back to Connor Cody. Back to the goalie. Pushes it forward, but Chalobah grabs it. Tries running away from the Leicester City attackers. Bartley. Vardy off, Daka on. Palmer. Bartley. Yeah, they're going to try and hold on here. They're going to try and hold that midfield. Chowdhury gets a yellow card for Leicester. And another substitution, 87 minutes 47 for Leicester City. Leicester are just trying to throw lots and lots of substitutions in, I think. How does that come about? Leicester in the attack. but it just rolls gently out for a West Brom throw-in. West Brom throwing it around the back. They're just going to kick it around the back. Quite happy to kick it around the back. They're on 86 minutes there. They're on 88 minutes here with 50% possession each. They would say this has really changed quite a lot. It's now dangerous attacks, 26 to Ipswich, 30 to West Brom, 11 shots still to Ipswich, 3 on target, 2 goals. 15 shots for West Brom, 6 on target, 1 goal. Alex Palmer has it on the far right-hand corner, believe it or not. And we'll see what he can do from the right. Pass it, runs forward. Furlong tries prodding it forward right into the Leicester half, but Chowdhury kicks it out for a West Brom throw-in by the corner flag. So West Brom have a throw-in right by the corner flag. I keep looking at the play. The play is when West Brom have it, they're constantly trying to push it forward, but they tend to just play it back via the goalkeeper, and he's frantically waving them out. I don't want it back. Go away. And really almost playing themselves into trouble back there. Really are. Chalabar for West Brom. John Swift, Townsend, Connor Townsend on that left-hand side. Can he make a cross? No, he passes it back to Swift, back to Kipre. Can he do a 1-2 with Townsend? No, Prey grabs it and actually ricochets it off a West Brom player to get his a Leicester City throw-in. Injury time, 6 minutes. We've got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left. 6 minutes to the end. If anybody's thinking there's going to be another goal, then please tell me, because this is not looking too good for West Brom. They're really pushing for that equaliser, but it doesn't look like they're going to do it. There's 88 minutes gone on there, so there's another 8 minutes to go on the video. There's another 6 minutes to go on the app. So we shall see who's going to be more interesting. We've got the failed corner by West Brom on the video because it's obviously still 2-1. How does that fail? Oh, it's just a poor cross. It lands far too short, and it just gets pushed straight out for another corner. But Kipre has it for West Brom. Gives it to Chalobah in the centre circle. Chalobah now has been playing quite well since he come on. Nathaniel Chalobah, Connor Townsend, Swift. Oh no! Vestergaard grabs it in the box, passes it to kicks it to Daka. Daka now gives it away to Diangana. Dangerous place there on the left. Chalobah pass it into Kipre. They're actually thinking they can get in the mid, right down the centre of Leicester's defence here. Bartley, is he going to pass it through the middle? One wonders if they're going to, if they've changed. They indeed do. They try kicking it from the middle, and Leicester City grab it. It's a goal kick for Leicester City. The idea in these last few minutes seems to have been, let's just kick it. Let's try and attack Leicester right down the centre of the box, rather than taking it down the left-hand side, which they have, which both of them have tried doing. They've both been attacking down their respective left-hand side, and we will now go for a Leicester City goal kick with 3.5 minutes left to play. And he rolls it on the floor and kicks it out, and it comes off a West Brom player to be a Leicester throw-in, dead on halfway on the left-hand side. And pass it to Bartley, Kyle Bartley in his own half. Connor Townsend right in his own half. Pushed it forward, but Vestergaard again. He's been an absolute centerpiece of the Leicester defence, to be quite honest. Leicester get a yellow card. And it's a throw into West Brom. Back to Bartley. Kipre to Chalobah. Bartley. So who's gonna play? Kipre. Pass it down the left to Swift. Swift now on the left. Back to Chalobah. Swift. Chalobah. Bartley. What can they do? Across the right-hand side to Fellows. Tries crossing it, but Prey pushes it out. Townsend then manages to get a ricochet, and it's a West Brom throw-in, and that can go all the way into the the goalkeeper kicks it out, and Nathaniel. It's an attack on goal, but Fatwa blocks it, kicks it only outside the box, and another shot by Swift on target, but it comes back out. Harmison grabs that one harmlessly, and it's going to be with the Ipswich goal. So stop saying Ipswich. Leicester goalkeeper, and the Leicester City now can try and build from the back. We're on 94 minutes. We've got a minute and 15 seconds for West Brom to do anything as Hermson rolls it forward, kicks it violently to the other end, right to the other end. Kipre now has it right by his own right-hand flag. So they're going to go from the right-hand side. He really does now have 1 minute to go. And Leicester get a throw-in. How on earth do you get a throw-in from there? How on earth did they manage that? They've actually got a really good chance of making it 3 here. They could actually get a throw for. I think it gives it short, but Swift nicks in there, gives it to Chalobah. They really are going to have to push this forward if they're going to do anything. Chalobah now in his own area. You're going to have to make something of it, Chalobah. 1-2ing it around your own areas, your own defensive area is not going to do you much good as he kicks it around the back end. And I think that is going to be... I think that's going to be a free kick to West Brom, but it's not going to be in enough time. It's now... that should be called over. They're a minute away, so 2 minutes away on there. Kipre. It's over the finishing time now. He's sort of warped it into the centre of his box. Swift. Swift had a decent shot in all of that, but didn't actually come to anything. Kipre. No. They must be calling it. They must be calling time on that. Matt Phillips. Crikey, we're still playing Swift. West Brom get a yellow card. This is insane. We're already on 97 minutes of 96. Full time. And it's Leicester City who have won that one. So Leicester City 2, West Brom 1. I don't have long before I come back. We'll be going through the teams in a bit. Let's go through the teams. I'm going to go away. I'm going to read some of my team's information, and then we're going to come back with a few game plans and who's playing where and whose teams are doing what. I will say goodbye quickly because we have to be back on in a minute. This stream will be on again in a sec. Mystic, the Mystic John channel will be on later on tonight for anybody who wants the tarot card sessions. But here we go. I'll see you in a bit.